Google told us that Okinawa, Japan has some of the best snorkeling in the entire world. So we are here right now about to do a full day of snorkeling.
And it's gonna be our very first time ever trying scuba diving. So let's get in the water.
Is it cold? We're floating a lot in these wetsuits, but it's a lot colder than we kind of anticipated.
I'm getting some water in my goggles.
Bam! Once we adjusted to the water, we were ready for another amazing snorkeling session. We've snorkeled in Thailand, Indonesia now, and many other locations that have incredible coral and incredible sea life. And this was up there in the top 3. It constantly felt like a little fish was swimming around that we could follow through their little day-to-day lives. I mean, what do fish even do besides swim through reefs and eat a little bit? Now, on vacation, a lot of people just want to get away, and snorkeling is an amazing way to kind of meditate while enjoying the water and seeing nature.
When we were planning our trip to Okinawa, we kept hearing about how amazing the snorkeling is, and I can 100% see why. They were saying that the coral reefs were some of the most untouched they had ever seen, and I can definitely see why they would say that. We saw some of the most colorful coral I've ever seen. None of it was damaged. There was so many cool fish to see, huge schools, different types that we've never seen before. And we even spotted the cutest sleeping turtle nestled in the coral. And next, it was time to get ready to scuba dive.
Before we knew it, we were on to the next stop and getting ready for our first scuba diving. And as a first-timer scuba diver, I was a little bit nervous. The tank is super heavy. We're gonna go to very deep depths and be breathing through a tube underwater. I mean, when you think about it, it makes sense, but in reality, it's a little bit confusing.
While Tanner was sitting there feeling quite nervous, I honestly could not wait to get in the water. I grew up swimming and being in and out of the water like a little fish, and sometimes the water is where I feel truly at peace. So this was just another new adventure for me, and I could not wait to give it a try. As we sunk down into the water, it was one of the coolest feelings I've ever felt because it was the deepest we had ever gone. And there's something about being deep in the water where you just feel like the whole thing is alive with energy. The special thing about this tour is you get your own guide. So Tanner and I were paired with our guide, and he held our hand through everything, showing us how to enjoy the experience. I will say I probably would never recommend actually touching sea life, but when you're down 3 meters and he just hands you something, there's not much you can really do.
I'm sure many of you have been snorkeling before, but scuba diving is slightly different. Being that deep and being around those animals, you are as much of an interest to them as they are to you. And so we saw some incredible different species like this sea snake that I was a little bit nervous to be around. That's why I'm spinning away from it here. But we were also able to see some clownfish in the sea anemone. And if you've never got a chance to see this up close, it is like you're watching Finding Nemo in real life. It is one of the coolest things. Although clownfish are territorial, so they might come after you. Speaking of territorial, we also had this nice triggerfish stalking us the entire time. And if you don't know about triggerfish, they are a species of fish that looks like they have human teeth, and they love to follow snorkelers and scuba divers. There is just so much life at these depths of the ocean, and we were just trying to take it all in as best as we could. And this is an experience I would recommend to absolutely anyone if you can afford to do it, and if you like this kind of activity. It was so cool, and I'm so happy we had the opportunity to do this.
That is so cool. Oh my gosh, this thing's heavy. I'm very cold.
cold. I don't know why, but I can't stop shaking.
We went down pretty deep at scuba diving, and it was cold. We were both shivering down there, but we're back up here with our lunch for today.
I think one is chicken, one is pork. It looks pretty good though. They gave us these like bento boxes.
I'm loving it. I've got a teriyaki chicken with some rice. It looks like a piece of salmon on it as well.
For kind of cold food, they're both really good.
We'll have to get Sierra some miso soup to warm up.
Is there miso soup? Ooh. So we've got some miso soup now. It's hitting the spot. It's warming me up a bit.
The scuba diving was kind of crazy, especially for our first time. We just went straight down there and we were getting pulled around, and I think my brain was not able to comprehend what was going on.
It was super cool to like be at the level of the fish instead of looking down at them. For your first time, you're just like everywhere looks cool. You're like looking around everywhere. You're getting like pulled around.
And the best part about it is that you don't have to hold your breath.
Yeah, that was like so crazy. It was so cool. That was so fun.
Really cool.
I love that we booked this.
Yeah.
Look at this. This looks so good. This is the proper way to refuel after a bunch of swimming.
We made it to Blue Seal after we finished our day of snorkeling, which ended a bit early. We'll talk about that in a second. Want to try this ice cream?
I went for some classic Okinawan flavors. I have Okinawa salt cookie and then the Beni Emu, which is the Okinawa sweet potato that's super purple.
I also got the salt cookie, and then I got a pineapple coconut. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh yeah, that's delicious.
Oh, the salt cookie one is so good. You gotta try the purple soup too. Oh, the pineapple coconut's so tropical.
The sweet potato has like a nuttiness to it. I think it's really good.
It's super sweet and creamy and just like kind of tastes like vanilla caramel. Super good.
There's a reason I've been seeing people wearing t-shirts of this brand. So as far as our first time scuba diving and snorkeling in Okinawa went, it was pretty incredible. There's some amazing fish in the water here. We saw a turtle sleeping, wasn't swimming around, just sleeping. There was a white tip reef shark, but we were busy looking somewhere else and missed that one. But scuba diving kind of threw my brain off. I felt so weird breathing that deep in the water, just breathing in the tank there.
I really liked it. I thought it made me want to try and like be able to do it myself, because the only part I kind of disliked is we were being pulled around and kind of like told where to look and how long we could focus on one spot. The only thing I disliked was that I didn't have control over it really, which we kind of knew what we were signing up for. We don't have our certificate and we were just going on a guided dive. So it made sense, but it was definitely super cool to be down there, and it makes me want to do it more because I want to get better at it. I felt like such a baby down there just getting pulled around, and I feel like when you're down at that level, you're no longer like chasing fish. You're like down there with them, and they are also curious. I swear the clownfish were like coming to us because they were curious on what we were up to. It was super cool. Like, there's just, the life is just right there, like at the same level as you, so it's definitely a different experience to snorkeling.
But snorkeling here was awesome. The water was a lot colder than we expected, but we had wetsuits with our tour company, which was great, honestly. The only thing was it ended a little earlier than we expected for no good reason. They could have let us snorkel a little longer maybe, but it's all good. We got the day ahead of us now. We're gonna eat our ice cream and plan what to do next. All right, we are fueled up from our ice cream and we figured out something to do. We are going to head to Shurijo Castle. This is local to Naha, and it's super interesting, the history of Okinawa, so it should be a great afternoon activity.
We made it to the castle, and one of the things I'm super excited to do is they have these blank postcards, and there's 4 stops that you go to, and you stamp it at each one, and it creates a photo at the very end. So we're at stop number 1. You line it up with the border here, place your stamp in, and press it down. And that's number 1.
One thing we didn't realize is that it is much under construction here at Shurijo Castle, but
I'm quite astounded that they still made us pay to see this, quite frankly.
it's completely under construction. But there's a few things, a few fun facts about this place. So this castle was the center, really, of the Ryukyu kingdom, which is formerly what Okinawa was before it kind of became part of Japan. And it has a lot more Chinese architecture influence than Japanese, so there's a lot more colors, even though it looks very similar. Quite interesting.
The top of it does look very cool, but that's about all we can see of it, besides the photos that I guess are what it used to look like. There's that construction.
One thing that I find super interesting here is the stone shapes are much less rectangular than all the other castles we've been to.
We've gone all around. We went to the observation area. It was a pretty cool lookout. You got to see the top of the building, which is probably the only fixed part so far. But it's time to do my last step of my postcard that I'm making. Okay. Wow. There we go.
If you don't ask, you will never know. We are at our dinner spot tonight, and I had to go in because there's a sign out here that says, currently by reservations only, please scan the QR code. I went in, asked for 5 people. We got it. This is a really nice place. We're having yakiniku, which is basically Japanese barbecue where you barbecue it on your own table.
Kind of didn't ask, we would not have been able to come here for 2 full nights. So just try and be nice and say, please, do you have anything available? Let's get grilling.
Okay, so they've got our fire going. We're ready to grill some meats, but we need to make some sauces first because this is yakiniku, where we have to dip all the grilled meats into the sauces. There are 3 kinds of sauces here. We have yakiniku sauce, onion sauce, and lemon sauce, and each one corresponds to a different type of meat. Yakiniku sauce is for more lean cuts, onion sauce is for more fatty cuts, and then lemon is for more seafood. Now let's make our sauces. That was some barbecue sauce, which gets mixed also with gochujang, which is like a spicy fermented sauce. We have some onion sauce. And that gets mixed with some habanero pepper. So I'm gonna put a little drip of that. Finally, the lemon sauce. Little spillage. And on this one, it says to mix this kind of herb mix, salt. I don't know what it is, it has no label, so we're gonna do that anyway. Those are our 3 sauces for our yakiniku. I'm getting hungry, so let's eat.
Our first course is some stewed beef. Tanner and I have to share this, so I'm gonna take a small bite. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's good. It's like, yeah, stewed beef. Like it tastes like a good hearty stew.
Let's see what I think. That is nice, just melts in your mouth. And this course came with some crustless bread, which I think I'm gonna dip in this sauce. That's so good.
The next thing we have are these sea grapes, which I am so excited to try. I saw that they were a big thing here in Okinawa, and we've been seeing them on every menu, but I haven't tried them yet, so we got some to try now. It's supposed to be like vegetarian caviar. Let's see if they pop in my mouth. Yum. It's like salty, buttery flavor, and they explode like fish eggs. They're actually so fun. I really like these. Now we're gonna go rapid fire through the rest of our 14-course set menu.
There were absolutely so many foods to try that at this point, we don't even remember. All I remember is that this was an incredible dinner. And one thing that's interesting coming from Vancouver, BC, Canada, is that we have really great Japanese food, really great sushi, and really great Asian food in general. But when you actually go to the countries, such as going to Japan, the food is different. I don't know how to explain it, but it's more authentic. Like a California roll California in the name, is not a Japanese thing per se. But going to a local ramen shop or having a yakiniku experience is just something that allows you to immerse yourself in the food culture there. And food is such a big part of everyone's life and the places that you go. I would really recommend that if you're traveling, try to go off the beaten track. If you watch any more of our videos, you might see us get Western food in Vietnam, for example, but that is not our main day-to-day. We're always trying to immerse ourselves and eat like the locals do as best we can, and sometimes it's a little bit difficult. That was a lot of barbecue. We have our dessert, comes with the menu, and it is a panna cotta, so let's try it. It's like a vanilla flavor, I think. A sweetened milk flavor, a very strong milk flavor. It just melts in your mouth. That's delicious.
Panna cotta was my favorite thing to grab for breakfast when we were at the really fancy hotel in Hoi An, so I'm super excited to give this a try. Oh, wow. It is probably the smoothest panna cotta I've ever had.